In case anybody's wondering, we have gotten a substantial amount of rain in the past couple days. I'm just getting home from work, except for the fact that I can't actually get to the house. There's a crazy amount of rain and the river's flooded and I can't quite get across. So I had to ditch the truck, and my father-in-law is bringing me some waders because I've got to go through that. So where the river is at right now is about 10 feet higher than it usually is. From the very bottom where that river normally is to the top of the bridge is about 10 feet, and it's right at it. This river has flooded about 3 times in the last 2 months. It's pretty insane. I mean, all this behind me, none of that is flooded normally. I mean, the river's over here, there's a high spot, and then it goes down into this little valley area, and all the way to our pond is flooded. It goes all the way down the river and out. This spot right here, I was tempted to drive through with the truck, but it doesn't look like it's real deep, but it goes down probably 4 feet. From where I'm standing to the very bottom of that is about 4 feet. My father-in-law is going to come bring me waders so I can get home. I might actually have to leave my shoes in the truck. Live on a river, they said.
You gonna swim, or you want to do some?
Do you have a floaty?
Huh?
Do you have a floaty?
No, I could do that. We could.
So Charlie's gonna put on his waders, then he's gonna wade across, come get me, and then we'll both go across. It's about the only way we can think to do it without breaking out like some inner tubes or something. Well, we had the thought that maybe this truck could get across because it's actually not as deep. Oh no, I think we'll be fine. Yeah, let's try it. Yeah, this is where, yeah. That truck sits a little bit higher, so yeah, let's try it.
Okay.
All right, well that was not as hard as we thought, but you can see how high it is though. One thing living at the ranch has taught Maddie and I is that being prepared is absolutely everything, especially when you have horses. At this particular ranch, I'm not so worried about water ever getting up here. We're pretty high up, and I mean, that river would have to come up like 20 feet or maybe even more in order to get to this part of the ranch. What concerns me more than anything is getting out of this place. There's really only one way in and one way out. We could go through the neighbor's part, but they also have a low water crossing, and I guarantee you it's flooded right now. If there was a situation where we had to get out, we would have to go through another neighboring ranch, which there's not a gate there, so we'd have to make one, which would be a problem. So with that being said, is we have a plan for if something does happen. Really, what we have to worry about is getting feed to these horses. There was really only one time where our food rationing for these horses really came into play. We got a little low on hay, but fortunately the river did go down and we didn't have to do anything drastic like turn them out or anything like that. Maddie and I watch the weather constantly, trying to figure out, all right, when is rain coming? Do we have enough hay? That sort of stuff. We did the math and we got 12 inches of rain here at the ranch just last month, which is a pretty good number, especially because we don't usually get that this time of year on this piece of property. But more than that, we have to look at, okay, if we got 12 inches and everybody around us got 12 inches, that rainwater is coming right to this river, which is coming through us. So that's why we get a lot of this flooding of our river and of our bridge, because all the surrounding ranches, everything comes right through this river. We got to keep everybody fed and happy. That's what we're doing. Basic moral of the story is if you have horses, make sure that you watch the weather and you have an emergency plan.